So I've been told by Alice that we are on a strict schedule here, and as you will discover, don't mess with Alice. So I'm not going to take much time because I get a chance to talk to you at the end. But I just want to sincerely welcome all of you here. This is a really, really big day for us at NCATS, at the Clinical Center. My colleague Jim Gilman will talk to you next, and all of the institutes across NIH, virtually all of whom work on rare diseases in one way or another. And this day is special to us, not only because we get to recognize the great work that all of you are doing in rare diseases in one way or the other, but also get to especially celebrate the really special thing about the rare disease community, which you saw on this video, that there is a remarkable unanimity of purpose in this community among patients and doctors and researchers and regulators to really make a difference in speeding up the diagnosis and effective treatment of rare diseases. And that is that mission is the same, whether, as you've seen, whether one is in the U.S. or Europe or Iran or Japan. One of the things that was wonderful for me, having been chair of the International Rare Disease Consortium for the last 3 years, I just stepped down in January, I got to know all those people on the video. And they may speak different languages, do speak different languages, but they speak rare disease. And those of you who know me know that I'm also a musician, and music is the other truly international language that transcends boundaries, and rare disease does as well. And it's one of the other wonderful things about this community. So as we get started, I just want to give two thanks, really, to Ann Pariser, who's the director of our Office of Rare Diseases Research, who has orchestrated this whole day from above, and Alice Chen, who you just met, who's orchestrated this whole day from the engine room. And so I really want to thank Alice for all she's done, including bringing us into the 21st century by having an app. I understand unless you have an app, you don't actually have a meeting these days. So I want to thank her for that. In case you're looking for the bathrooms, I always am the bathroom designation person. The bathrooms are out to your left or to your right. There are also some upstairs. And importantly, the coffee stations are upstairs too. There's 2 different places you can get coffee. The thing that you will hear through the day, which NCATS is officially kicking off today, is a new multifaceted initiative that we're calling Rare Diseases Are Not Rare. This brings to the fore the scientific truth, medical truth, and population health truth that, though individually, of course, rare diseases are by definition rare, we all know that, but we also know that they account for 8% of the population, which is the same prevalence as type 2 diabetes, and actually are a much greater cause of morbidity, mortality, loss of quality and quantity of life, affecting younger people, usually children, and the economic impact of both direct and indirect healthcare costs and costs to a society from lost productivity and lost productivity from caregivers is absolutely enormous. But much of that is invisible for reasons that you all know, and we've come to really understand the depth of over the last year as we've dug into this problem. And we've decided that the only way to solve this problem is to redefine in the public's mind the importance of rare diseases and their impact on health and the economy and healthcare costs and people. And so you're going to be hearing more about that. The first salvo in this is the challenge that you'll be seeing the winners of in a few minutes. But there are also scientific aspects of this, which you'll hear throughout the course of the day. So this is a big day for us for a lot of reasons. In order for this this new initiative, new direction that NCATS is taking together with our NIH colleagues, we need your support. We cannot do this alone. It's a very evident fact to those of us here at the NIH. We can do remarkable things here, but we can do nothing without you. So please be our partners in all this. We've tried to design the day that to be understandable to those of you, most of you, who don't have a deep science background, but you have an abiding interest and a general knowledge of the field of rare diseases, but to try to give you some of the magic as well as the challenges, the opportunities and the challenges of the rare disease field at the moment. So welcome again. Now I want to turn the podium over to Jim Gilman. Jim is the Chief Executive Officer at the Clinical Center. This is the first year we haven't had Rare Disease Day at the Clinical Center at Masur Auditorium, and it's for a very good reason, because we have over 900 people registered for today, and we couldn't fit all those people over at the Clinical Center, so we're over here today. But the Clinical Center has been our partner in Rare Disease Day from the beginning. As Jim will tell you, I'm sure, an enormous amount of work that goes on next door at the Clinical Center is in rare diseases. And if you haven't been over there for a tour, those are available around lunchtime, so I'd encourage you to go do that. So I will get to talk to you later, but welcome again, and Jim.